Hey Virgo, welcome back. Welcome back to Virgo Goddess Intuitions. Let's tap in. Let's see what is going on in the energies for my Virgos. Welcome, all you new subscribers. I know some of you commented. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. You could be anywhere, but you are here. So, this is a channel for Virgos, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, what have you. All right, so let me see. I have a little sage in here. It was burning a minute ago. We just need a little. I don't like a lot of smoke. I hope that you all are doing super well. So let's just tap in. I cleansed all my cards. I'm going to just let this burn out in there. All right, so let's get into it. First, before I begin, I was going to say begin. Before I begin, let's look up what's going on, excuse me, with these moon cycles. I'm just getting over a cold that initially started off with too much 144 smoke inhalation at a barbecue. I was like just breathing in too much smoke. It dried me out. And then I guess that long awaited cold that was trying to come through forever and a day that never came through until now came through. So I'm clearing out, feeling a lot better. And I hope that you all are super well as well. So we're currently waxing crescent in Sagittarius. All right. So whatever this message is, I feel like it is going to either hit the mark with you or something that you're going to have to ponder a little later on. I know for myself, I have just been dealing with a lot of outside energies, right? So some of you may be able to relate to that. Just dealing with people's outside energies. We all have our fill, right? We all have that threshold of okay, when we start to pull back, all right, Virgos, you know, that hermit mode we go into. And a lot of times, however we end up transmuting the energies, however, and it could affect everyone a little bit differently. So 311, I just saw 313. So it's like, people that are not close to you tend to try to affect your mood. This could just be random people out. And then you have the people that are closest to you. So the message that I'm getting is that keep in mind that the people that are closest to you are battling as well. And depending on who they are, you may find yourself constantly always being the bigger person or trying to resolve issues. And you may have just recently have felt like, you don't have it in you to try to be the bigger person, meet people halfway. So I feel like there's been a lot of transmuting, alchemizing energy within you, which you will see later on that even these tough times are definitely for your expansion and your growth, even though it doesn't feel like it in the moment. I mean, Virgo, I'm picking up on someone who gives, and gives, and people just take, 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 take. This could be people in your immediate circle, your immediate family, 441, or this could just be like work environment, love relationships, but you're finding yourself pulling back, okay? Pulling back and giving yourself a lot of the energies that you've been so willingly and delightfully giving to others, but turning it more inward towards you. For a lot of you, you know, you're single, you don't have any children, you're like in this dating era of your life, and you've decided to pull back from that in order to give yourself everything that you need instead of searching for what you need on the outside of you. For some of you, it's like you are a mother, you are, some of you are married, some of you are single parents. Either way, it just doesn't, this is not about being in a relationship and having a family or doing it on your own. This energy is speaking to whoever you have teenagers, like myself. So that you're entering into a new phase, and entering into this new phase could be very difficult. Okay, because you've given so much, and it just going into the transition of now pulling back from what you've been doing and again applying it to yourself, okay, has become what this energy is requiring of you. Okay, it's not being mean, it's not being selfish, especially if you are a mom. Okay, it's to like teenagers, and this is not to take away from the fact that being a parent in today's society is very difficult. Okay, and yeah, being a parent to growing teenagers as they're going through their their phases, Spirit wants you to, yes, be attentive, be aware, but pull back on your energy. Okay, pull back on your energy, because this is how you are going to allow those who you take care of and love to be able to gain some experience in life for themselves. You can't save them from everything. Okay, so it's tough. It's tough, separating yourself from the routine that you may have developed in guiding your children. So, yes, the divine wants you to definitely take a lot of this and just release it and hand it over. Okay? Because, it's all about keeping yourself in the center point, right? So it can get a little tricky. It could definitely get a little tricky where emotions are involved, where family is involved, where the pressures of being a parent, whether you are a mother or a father. I know I'm saying mother, but a father as well. You know, it's a very tough experience, being a parent. Okay, but what I'm getting is that Spirit is like, you know what, relinquish some of that, and hand it over, surrender it. Okay, for your own peace of mind. And yeah, I know it can, depending on the situation. But Spirit wants you to tap more into what it is that you're feeling, your emotions, and making sure that you are giving yourself everything that you need and require. Okay. Pulling back. All right. So this, for some of you who don't have children, this could even be a social scene. Okay. Pulling back from the social scene that is draining your energy. Maybe you are growing and evolving And now it's time for you to move into that next phase of your self-care or your relationship with the divine. All right. So let's just see. Let's see what's going on in this overall surrounding energy. I'm not sure which deck I'm going to use first, but I think I'm just going to go with the nitty gritty. All right. Deck. For all of you who are just finding this channel, I do have another channel. If you'd like to go and check it out, and I love to see you over there as well, where I do more general readings for the collective, not just Virgos. Okay, so that one is Divine Raven Moon 369. You can join me over there. That would be great. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay. All right. There's a lot of distractions as usual. A lot happening in the world, and where they can affect you in the world, they're going to definitely try to use those closest to you to try to bring down your energy. Spirit is like, you know what? Release that too. All right. Somebody in your energy may be lying to you. All right. Not being 100% truthful. You're going to find out some information, okay, which will provide some clarity on why things may have just been a little out of whack in your situation, okay? There's definitely a lot coming through as we are in this waxing energy approaching the next full moon. So let's see. All right, let's just see. I'm just going to shuffle one more time, and then we're just going to see what falls out. I'm not going to pick any cards. All right, there's a lot of illusions and debauchery. Okay, I'm just going to keep these. All these fell out together. It might be a lot. And we're missing, I think, blue, which is the emotion. So what I'm picking up with these cards here, whatever they say, is that someone is very much detached from an emotion. Okay. Yeah, this says emotional, financial, and material wealth, complete satisfaction, the tree of life. Okay. So that's your overall surrounding energy, Virgo. You're in this very positive emotional, financial state to receive material wealth, complete satisfaction. It's like you are tapped in with the tree of life. Okay. You're rooted and stable in your root chakra. And so everything else is in alignment. Yeah, be the light for all to see. And this is the energy that I'm talking about. You being a light for all to see, and how others choose to respond or react to that is it's completely not up to you. It's up to them. But it does not mean that you don't feel the effects. All right. Someone could be sending you some negative energy as you continue to be this light for all to see. Oh, they see you. Even if they're pretending not to see you, Virgo. But that has a lot to do with the energy that you're feeling. Some people are overly paying you attention because it is a distraction from their immediate reflection. And then you have those who are just irritated because there's some work that they need to do. Okay, there's something about, what am I seeing here? This looks like Matthew 5:16, may be significant for someone. That may be your favorite scripture. All right, if you read the Bible, okay, this is not the religious Virgo channel, but we discuss all things, all whatever comes up in the reading, okay, and all are welcome here. All right, so this is practical, business expert, motherly, trustworthy. So you could be a mother, picking up on that energy. All right, you might be a business expert, very practical and trustworthy. Okay, and that in itself is kind of like that energy. it in itself is kind of almost the negative aspect of how society is kind of trying to spin narratives right now. Um, that's a contradictory to what a lot of people, including myself, have experienced. Not all of us have had the most trustworthy mother uh, motherly influence, right? Some of us have, and some of us have not. And then, a lot of our mothers were not like business CEOs, right? But you may be in this energy right now where you are looking for practical ways to balance being a mother, whatever age your child is, and handling running a business, right? So the best is yet to come, all right, in your overall surrounding energy as you continue to be the light for all to see, including your children, okay? And by no means, whether you're a mother or a father, are we implying or is spirit implying that you are perfect, okay? And neither are your children. All right. So within those nuances and complexities, there are solutions, even though emotions may have run high over the past week or so, right? Rapid changes in communication. Okay. So maybe there's going to be some changes in the way that you communicate. Okay. You definitely don't communicate with your child the way you communicated with them when they were younger. So, what may be required at this time is a change in your style. Okay. Bringing more awareness and being more practical in how you deal with your young adults. Okay. Very difficult. Very difficult. But it can be navigated. Okay. Do it with passion or not at all. And I really think that your overall surrounding energy is that you are a very passionate person. Okay. You give it your 110% or nothing at all. Okay. Intelligent, honest, correct, brings clarity and advice. So for someone in your energy sees you as bringing clarity and advice to a situation, or you're being encouraged to tap into this intelligent energy, okay, of not taking on everything so emotionally. It can be very, very difficult to do that. There's a lot that's going to be created in these, how you change the communication, quick change in the communication. Okay. Somebody may not want to be corrected. Okay. So, what I'm getting with this intelligent and honest, there, there's some need for you or somebody in your immediate energy to be honest with you about something. You're going to have clarity. There's somebody that's holding back, that's not being honest. But there's something that is going to come through. In the next couple of days, somebody's going to communicate something to you and you will have clarity. All right. And I think this is why spirit is like release whatever whatever this emotional uh feeling is, right? Sometimes it's better to just pull back and fall back, right? So somebody feels like they wasted all this time being stuck on stupid. So I think this is somebody coming to the realization of something. Let me see if I can fix this so you can see the cards. Okay. Yeah, this really feels like somebody coming into a sobering moment, realizing that all they needed to do was communicate something, and to keep it 100, to be honest. Okay. I'm feeling like this, you may be the trustworthy mother figure in this situation. However, there may be someone else of authority who is not being trustworthy. Okay. And I'm seeing that's causing some kind of a emotional upheaval. All right. Somebody's not getting something. Okay. Somebody's not understanding something. So they're not communicating something. They're stuck in an emotional something that's just wasting time for them. I think as soon as they figure it out, as soon as they gain this clarity, it may be some advice that they're seeking, then they will realize that they were holding on to this. And this could be a parent that's feeling like they held on to something or made a wrong decision as it pertains to parenting. I don't know why parenting is so deep in this reading, but some of you may be going through something, a phase, okay? Especially with a lot of things that's happening in the world today. It may be bringing up a lot of fears for you as a parent, which is quite natural. Step away from these goings on is what I'm hearing. These things that are going on, and be more in tune with finding that solution and finding the best way to communicate something so that time is not wasted. All right. But it feels like somebody is stubborn in this energy. And so therefore there's a lot of time being wasted. So this could be either you or someone else in your energy, Virgo. Okay. So take all these messages, how they resonate. All right. I could be saying, I could be saying mother, and it could be a father, okay? But, perhaps your child needs to come to you for clarity and advice about something, all right? But they've been not communicating, all right? And once they have this conversation with you, they will realize that they wasted all this energy and emotional time. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's get a clarification on some of these. Well, let's get a clarification on all of these. All right. So there's something that you're doing with, do it with passion or not at all. Clarification on that. All right, so this has something to do with your originality, some kind of a business meeting or decision that you're going to have to make as it pertains to business. So it just feels like it's like your originality speaks for itself. It's like you're passionate and you're going to conduct something in a very passionate way or not do it at all. So there's a decision that you need to make on whether you're going to take something on. All right, does it really align with your passions? Okay, so you may be discussing this with somebody who's a very intellectual and ethical person, with this King of Swords being here, King of Spades, someone who has a lot of experience and very intelligent. A mentor perhaps, all right? But there's something about hard work and perseverance, all right? And you exploring something, all right, also. So you're exploring your options, I really feel like, before you jump in to persevere for something, okay? Give me something on the practical business expert, motherly, trustworthy. So going within, self-absorption, apathy. All right. So, yeah, you may have had to go within. All right. You may be dealing with, um, apathy is, I guess it's a learned energy to be apathetic towards something or someone. Um, so you may be dealing in your immediate energy with some self-absorption, okay? And I'm gonna just say, I'm not picking up on a self-absorbed mother. I'm picking up on a mom who is probably overly giving. All right. And your teenagers are probably self-absorbed, okay, because you've been overly giving. All right. Or you could be the self-absorbed Virgo, all right, who's needing to go within and develop some apathy, okay? Or you're this mother who's going within, all right? And realizing that those around you have become very self-absorbed, all right? So you're probably growing apathetic towards a lot of the things that you have done in the past and given in the past. Spirit wants you to take this time to have resolve and knowing that you've done everything that you could do. You cannot control anything or anyone. So the best you can do is continue to surrender. All right. Give it to the divine and continue to go within so that you can have that mental clarity, and receive the advice, okay, from Spirit on how to deal with these phases and changes that are very natural. So what about the emotional, material wealth, complete satisfaction? Nine of Swords. All right, so this is looking like health problems in the reverse, sickness in the reverse. Someone could have been sending you energy to have you in this negative health aspect. It is in the reverse. Yeah, somebody wanted you to be in anguish, to be in worry and grief. Not sure where this is coming from. As I stated before, you are a light for all to see. And there's someone who on the outside of your immediate energy that needs to go within. All right. They're definitely projecting and sending you some sort of a negative energy. So the intelligent, honest correction brings clarity and advice. Excuse me. All right, so we do have somebody is running away. All right, there's running away, hidden, dishonor. All right. So somebody's trying to bring you tears and sadness. Okay. So somebody could be projecting this negative energy onto your family. Okay. Or, like I stated before, you don't have to have a family. You could be single. Okay. But somebody is trying to project some kind of a health problems, sadness, disharmony. All right. But they're doing it covertly. All right. In hopes that you won't be able to stay in this intelligent energy, receive clarity and good advice. Okay. So yeah, this is surrounding a lot of word magic, a lot of yeah, somebody's speaking or sending energies through the ethers to try to downplay, take you out of this energy. All right. Someone could also be using your children to have you in this sad energy. Okay. So, what's the rapid changes in communication? Spirit wants you to know, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, the best is yet to come. All right, and I'm not picking up doom and gloom in this energy. I'm just picking up somebody just balancing out these energies. Yeah, we have great sorrow in the reverse again. Self-sabotage, victim mentality. All right, so somebody through some rapid changes in communication, quick communications, they're going to realize that they couldn't make you self-sabotage or have a victim mentality or cause you any great sorrow. I mean, your energy is filled with great energy, but then we're seeing how you are coming through with this passion and originality as it pertains to business and your personal life. Things are working out and paying off. Doesn't mean that everything's perfect. Doesn't mean that you are not going through phases and motions and growing and expanding and learning when to pull back, right? That's what it feels like. But the overall energy, as we clarify this energy, it's like you may be, there's no blue here. There are some hidden emotions. I said that when all these cards fell out, I said there's no blue. They're hidden. There is an implication of there being some hidden emotions. Somebody's hiding how they truly feel. So whether this is coming from someone in your family, okay, this could be a parent hiding how they truly feel toward a child hiding how they truly feel toward a parent, or this could be someone, if you're single and you don't have any children, somebody in your surrounding energy that's not being honest. They're hiding their emotions because they are sending or wanting you to have health problems, experience sickness, or even death. All right. They want you to be sad. Okay. Yeah. Great sorrow is what they want to cause you, but then they want to have you, like, they can't do it. So they want you to self-sabotage. All right. And then play the victim. Or perhaps they've self-sabotaged and now they're playing the victim. All right. But the best is yet to come. What's the best is yet to come? All right. So we have ambition, surrender, surroundings. All right. Friendly surroundings, advice. All right. Self-reliant and disciplined. Okay. So because you are self-reliant, you're very disciplined. There's something, there's a refinement. Okay, you're being refined now, is what I'm getting. All right. You're being refined. All right. So whatever these surroundings are, you're developing friendly surroundings. Okay, but somebody's trying to bring sorrow into your surroundings. All right, so there's something about your ambition and your wisdom, and you're being refined at this time. And yeah, I can't make this up. Prosperity, trust. All right, trust is going to be restored, and expect some good news. Okay, you can expect some good news. These two cards fell on the floor together with the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So you're being refined through something. Okay. So I guess all these negative energies coming towards you, if you are feeling them, you are alchemizing them. And it's going to fuel your ambition. Okay, if you feel any of these energies in your immediate surroundings, you know that you need to get rid of this energy that doesn't belong. Okay, be a light for all to see. All right, so we have the King of Cups here. All right, there's a lot of calm wisdom coming from you, a lot of caring. So you could definitely be in this masculine energy, or you could be this masculine that I'm speaking of. All right, just because, like I said, just because it's like motherly energy, it could very well be a King of Cups energy that has a lot of maternal energy, right? That's bringing this calm. So you could totally be a masculine Virgo who is in this wise, balanced, abundant energy. Okay, completely. Or take it how it resonates. Okay, you could be a single mom, but you're very much coming through as this King of Cups energy. Okay, someone who is a leader, but a very calm and wise leader. Okay, and just because you may have had to raise your voice, maybe just because you have had to put your foot down, it doesn't make any of this not true. All right, but you are being refined, and there's a lot of things coming through. Like I said, it's all about phases. We're all growing, we're all going through phases. Who you were yesterday is not who you're going to be today. I think what's coming through, Spirit, is like this is a huge adjustment period for you, especially after the last Virgo lunar solar eclipse thing. All right, so what's time wasted all this time being stuck on stupid? Somebody is seeing the error in their ways. So this really feels like a weight being lifted, right? Like there is going to be some consolation here. All right, the message that I'm getting, Virgos, is that as best you can, the best thing for you to do is just to pull back, to give the situation some space. Okay, because there seems to be a lot of muckery. I'm going to say muckery around your immediate energy. It's a lot of energies that are trying to penetrate through, but it's not. Time wasted, stuck on stupid. So after this is going to be great joy and a lot of peace. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Family. This is all about your family. All right. 10 of Cups, 10 of Hearts. All right. So there's a lot of patience. A lot of patience, a lot of going within, a lot of surrendering, and waiting for cool heads to prevail. Okay. You may need to strategize. Talk to other parents. All right. I used to be a part of a mom group, and I was just talking to my husband about this the other day. I was just like, I miss being in that group. And I would so appreciate if I could do it again, right? Because there's a lot to talk about, So you may be finding a community of moms or dads or both mothers and fathers that are raising teenagers, or you may be joining some kind of a group, a singles group or something, just to talk about certain things, okay? There's going to be a lot of epiphanies and realizations, is what I'm getting. All right, so a lot of peace. And the once the smoke is cleared, once there's more clarity, you know how to take the correct action. All right, which is not always a quick action. All right, some things don't always involve quick action, especially when you're dealing with teenagers. They teenagers are gonna more than likely always make quick irrational decisions. And sometimes you have got to just woosah. All right. And then sometimes you've just got to let them go through whatever they need to go through so that they can gain the wisdom by making their own mistakes, is what I'm getting. Yeah. Or maybe this is you, Virgo, that is just really needing to go through the motions, right? So that you can gain the experience. But yes, there are a lot of negative influences surrounding whatever situation that wants to come in, but it's being blocked. All right. So no, you're not imagining. All right. You're not being paranoid. There's a lot of energies surrounding. All right. These energies are very exploitive energies. Okay. That want to come in. So somebody may be trying to get you to self-sabotage with rapid communication. You may have to tell somebody to slow down. And if you don't understand something, don't do it. Don't go along with it, is what I'm getting to. All right. So there was a small gathering. You guys got together and something may have happened to make you realize that you were dealing with some self-absorption or some self-absorbed people, and that now it was time for you to disconnect. All right. Yeah. Details. There's a lot of clarity that you're going to be receiving through some details. All right. I feel like somebody's been operating on hidden emotions. Right. And now that clarity is going to come through. All right. A lot of clarity in the details. 43 could be significant. Yeah. Somebody needs to do some listening. We have Dragon's Lair. All right. So with the Dragon's Lair, I'm getting that there is, somebody's feeling left out in the cold. All right. Somebody's feeling isolated. Okay, or they may be isolating themselves because they're hiding their feelings. Okay. And this also could be that negative influence that's trying to come in and distort what someone's hearing or how they're listening to something, and to distort the details. All right, we have dry desert here. And what this is telling me is nothing's going to grow from these negative energies that somebody's trying to overcast you with. All right, somebody is in this cold energy. Somebody's feeling left out in the cold due to some advice that they try to distort. But you're coming out refined. Okay? And we have magic prayer. All right? So your prayers are being heard. and answered, and you are being protected. At the bottom of the deck, we have coming to life, and we have spark. Okay, so whatever this is that you've been going through, your prayers have been heard. Okay, after you go through this refinement period, things will start falling into place. Yeah, you will be experiencing peaks of joy as things are coming to life. Okay. And Virgo, I'm going to continue that reading. It was like an ancestor reading. Passed over loved one. I ran out of storage, so I'm going to come back and do that reading for you. Yeah, it's all about your intention. You're moving in wisdom, and that's why Spirit wants you to slow down. Your prayers are being heard. 32, they're going up. And then we have a 22, which is saying, yeah, step back. Step back. All right? And don't take quick action. Don't be quick to communicate something. All right? Your wishes are coming true. Your desires are coming true, but not without the refinement. Okay? And that's why it's so important that you place your intention. You surrender what you can't control, but you place your intention. Okay? So that your manifestations can reach far and wide, like this wish, dandelion, right? These are all little seeds, but with wisdom, okay? And remembering your ability to be abundant, okay? Don't get distracted through the emotions, because somebody is hiding their true emotions. But they want you to feel all of this emotion so that you can self-sabotage. But stay grounded in your intentions. Okay? So Virgo, that is your message. I'm gonna get you one more before we head out of this reading. All right, this is what the divine wants to leave you with, the message. Yeah, this reading, the overall energy is like, it has the propensity to become very emotional. Like this could be a complete mess, but it's not going to be, because your prayers have been heard. All right. You're moving with intention. All right. But understand that the tears of sorrow, somebody trying to give you bad advice, somebody wanting you to get bad news, someone just wanting you to experience complete, what did it say underneath here? Sorrow, tears, somebody being apathetic, all right? Somebody wanting you to be in this, they wanting all this energy to affect your health, okay? All right, they're being iced out. All right, continue to listen to Spirit, because your prayers are being heard. Okay, is being left out in the desert. Pay attention to the details, because all this is to distract you from receiving the correct clarity. And now somebody feels like they are stuck on stupid because nothing they're doing is working. But what does Spirit want you to know as we close out this reading? Well, write down your goals and dream big, Virgo. Whether you have a family or not, there's a lot of wealth on this table. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of you being passionate and business minded, knocking the meeting out of the park with your originality. All right, write down your goals and dream big. All right, change one thing today and start small. Rapid changes in communication. It may all just be in the way that you are communicating. Okay? Pull back, surrender. Reflect on past communications. How can you improve the communication? And we have keep your thoughts positive, because that's really what it's all about. Okay? Especially whether you're leading yourself, whether you are leading a family. Okay? Keep your thoughts positive, because there is so much negative influence on the outside of your immediate energy, regardless of the situation. Okay, so I hope that this reading has brought you some clarity, and until next time, Virgo, peace out.